Have you gone past your ego? When we move past our ego, we are able to access realms of pure joy, unconditional love, and true purpose. I'm going to be going over several different methods to get to those states. First, let us be clear by what is meant by our ego. Your ego is your identity. We all identify with our bodies, our thoughts, and our emotional states. Identification is what gives us a sense of self. Our ego is absolutely necessary for interacting with reality. Without the ego, we wouldn't be able to make simple choices or communicate with others. There is no way to drop the ego for good, but there are ways of going beyond the ego temporarily so we can get a glimpse of what's beyond the small self and become in tune with our higher self. Doing this often will create a healthy sense of ego where we are not quite as attached. The mind is a horrible master, but a wonderful servant. The first way is through meditation. The simplest definition of meditation is just witnessing. When you watch the mind rather than participating in it, you bring a space between your mind and your true essence, which is pure awareness. One metaphor is to be the one that watches your mind. Clouds of thought pass by, storms of emotion roll through, but you are just the one that watches it all. If you've tried meditation and you find it hard just to sit still watching your mind, I highly suggest trying breathwork. Breathwork not only helps by having the breath to focus on, it also drives you into deep subconscious layers of your mind through the hyperoxygenated state. When you breathe rhythmically for extended amounts of time and then do breath holds, you break into psychedelic states of pure consciousness that are just behind the ego. The power and intensity of these experiences is world-renowned. Be warned, it can lead to huge emotional releases of laughter or tears, or both at the same time. Breathwork is one of the most powerful tools we have at our disposal, and it's completely natural and free. I'll go more into detail about breathwork in another video, but I highly recommend trying it for yourself. The next method is through conscious sex. At the time of orgasm, you are catapulted into that space of pure bliss and connectivity. What if I told you that that moment can be extended? Through Tantra, two lovers focus on raising the energy from their sexual centers up through their body and out the top of their head. When this happens, they experience a whole body orgasm that can be reverberated to last longer and be much more intense. Sex is a wonderful vehicle to transcend our ego to experience the higher realms. The last method I'll describe is through the use of psychedelics. The word psychedelic means mind manifesting. These compounds have been used throughout history to understand the mind and to move past it to commune with the realms beyond. Some common experiences are ego dissolution, a sense of oneness with the entire existence, and a deep realization that everything is perfect exactly as it is. Many people have even reported communicating with God or their higher self. There are many studies going on that are showing the miraculous healing powers that psychedelics can have on the mind. However, I would definitely recommend being guided by a trained therapist. You're much more likely to have a beneficial outcome. There are many other ways to transcend the ego to access higher states of consciousness, including near-death experiences, dropping into flow states, yoga, dancing, and religious worship. The important thing is that we delve into these realms. How do you access your higher power?